So how do plants and animal cell compare? So in case of this living organisms, we said that the living organisms or the living matter, they consist of building unit, which is the matter, which is the cell. So all cells have a similar part that help them to stay alive. But all cells, they are not the same. Okay, so there is a difference between a plant cell and animal cell. Okay, so as we said, they are the breaking or the building unit of the matter. Okay, so the plants and animal, both of them like have a cell, but they have a different components of the cell. Plant cell also have the same thing that the animal cell do not have. So as we said, the plant cell, they have components inside it, but the plant cell, they have more components. Okay, plant cell have chlorophyll, they have a cell wall, and let's see what are these components. We have something, I call it cell wall. Let's look at number 1. So this is a cell wall. This is something that surround the cell. Okay, so the cell wall, this is stiff structure, protect and support the plant cell. يبقى something that supports the plant cell, which is the cell wall. The mitochondria, which is I call this is like the energy factory for the cell. Inside the mitochondria, the food is being burned to give the cell energy. The chloroplast, the plant cell food factory, has chlorophyll. So in the chloroplast, inside the chloroplast, there is a chlorophyll. Nucleus, this is the control all the activities that happen inside the cell. It's like the brain. Chromosome, this control the cell develop, that contain the genetic material. Let's see again. So number 1, we said it is the cell wall. That is like a protective layer. Okay, if we have like a glass and I want to protect it, I'm going to put it inside the cover, right? So this is something like the cover that protect the content or the component of the cell. Okay, so we have here the cell wall. Okay, mitochondria as number 2. This is a mitochondria. It is a very small part, which is the energy factory or the energy source for the cell. Okay, it is a place where the energy is going to be burned and produce the food is going to be burned and produce the energy. And also it's like your body, when you are burning the food inside it and produce the energy. Nucleus, it's like something that control everything inside the cell. It's like your brain. Okay, so number 3 is going to be number 4 is going to be the nucleus, which is this big part. Number 3, this is the green part, which means this is a chloroplast that containing the chlorophyll, which gives the plant the green color. And I can say this is the food factory because that helped to take the sunlight in order to make the food for the plant. Chromosome, this is containing the genetic material control the cell development, how it grows, how it changes. Okay, so we have here plant cell and animal cell. We have here plant cell and animal cell. They are the different components of plant cell and animal cell. As we can see, all the components we can find it in the plant cell, but in case of the animal cell, not all of the components are present. Okay, so the cell wall, we can find the cell wall, the mitochondria, the chloroplast, nucleus, chromosome, vacuole, I'm going to talk about it, just get rid of the waste, cell wall, cell membrane, and cytoplasm. Vacuoles here, it is large, but in case of the animal, small. There is a difference between the animal and plant cell. All the component like the plant cell, but in case of the cell wall, the animal cell doesn't have a cell wall, doesn't have a protective layer from outside, and also the animal cell do not make the like photosynthesis process, so they do not have the chloroplast, and also the vacuole, it's small in the animal cell. What is a vacuole? It is a structure that stores the cell food and water and waste. Plant cell have one or more vacuole. Animal cell have many. So plants have one or two, but the animal have many vacuole. So the vacuole, it is a place that store water and store food, store waste. Cell membrane, it is like a gate that controls the substance that gets inside or outside. Okay, so this thin covering is found outside the cell, that is inside the cell wall. Okay, so as we can see here, we have number this place. It is a cell membrane that control everything that get inside and outside. Cytoplasm, it's like this. It's like the place where all the organism they are present. So the filling the cell, the substance that is like the jelly, it's not a solid or not a liquid. All the organism consist or like fixed in this place. It's mostly water. It also has important chemicals. Okay, so if we make a comparison here, I can just make a drawing how they are alike and how they are different. We just so as we can see here, this is a place where the like here how they are different and how they are alike. So they are alike in the same components, like both of them they have a cell membrane, they have a vacuoles, but they may be different in the number of the vacuoles. Both of them not both of them have a cell wall, so the cell wall is only present in the plant cell. A chloroplast also present in the plant cell. Both of them have the nucleus, both of them have mitochondria, both of them have a cytoplasm, but they are different. That only plant cell has a cell wall and a chloroplast. Okay, so I just put them here. So let's see more about the plant and animal cell. Okay, so as you can see here, that the plant cell like has a cell wall, has a chloroplast, large vacuoles. About the animal, they have the small vacuoles, but they are just similar in having plasma membrane, which is cell membrane. They have a mitochondria nucleus. Okay, so how are cells group? Okay, so what makes your heart different from your skin? And the cells are different. When an organism has many cells, its cells tend to do different jobs. So we said that our bodies mainly consist of different cells, right? So made of cells. So it's supposed all of them they're doing the same function, but actually every organ in our body do a different job than the other. Okay, so of course their body consists of cells which is different from each other. For instance, many plants have a root cell, their job to take in water. Okay, so the plant has a root cell and their job just to get water and nutrients. Root cell do not make food, so they have no chloroplast, and other cell in the plant make food. So they are doing different function. So animals take in substance from the red blood cell. Red blood cell look like the soccer ball without air inside. They have important job of carrying oxygen and other matter through the blood. So the red blood cell, they are carrying the oxygen on its surface. Nervous cell carry messages from one part of the one cell to another part. When you want to just walk, nerve cell carry messages from your brain to your leg, then your muscles help you to just move your body. Okay, so this is show us how that we have a different kind of cell, different kind of job for the cell, because the organs that is inside your body, they consist of different kind of like cell. Okay, this is a level of organizations. So let's start from the bottom. So we said the basic building unit, which is the cell. Okay, so if we put cell beside cell beside cell, it form a tissue. So tissues consist of group of cells, and then if we put tissue beside tissue beside tissue, it form an organs like the heart, like the stomach, like the lungs, and so on. So muscle cell make up the muscle tissue, and the heart is made of different kind of tissue, and the heart is an organ that pump the blood. Okay, that's all about my lesson, and see you in the next session.